Today we're checking out some more Star Trek Deep Space Nine Season 1.
Try one.
Oh.
You like it.
Too early for me. So sweet.
It's a natural sweetness from the sap of the jumjar tree.
Oh, it looked like a meat popsicle.
She working out any better than the last one?
She's terrific. She's even taught me a thing or two.
I'm glad to hear her expertise doesn't end with jumja sticks.
She's not jealous, is she?
Well, Keiko.
Just keeping you on your toes, O'Brien.
Oh, very funny.
Be careful who you share your jumja with.
Okay, good. I feel like if you're married, you shouldn't be, jealous of people your husband works with.
Does anyone know what makes this wormhole so unusual?
Oh, we're in school.
It's stable?
It's stable. That's right, Jake.
That's right.
It allows us to travel secure in the knowledge that neither end will shift locations.
But, we don't really know that. It could change, couldn't it?
Ships are safely guided through the passage by the hands of the prophets.
Oh,
In a
my.
manner of speaking,
Not apparently in your manner of speaking.
I'm sorry, who is this lady interrupting lessons?
I don't teach Bajoran spiritual beliefs. That's your job. Mine is to open the children's minds to
Science?
science.
You are opening the children's minds to blasphemy, and I cannot permit it to continue.
This is not good. I mean, as far as I know, the Bajorans are very religious people, it seems like. I never really thought about that. How would you teach on a Federation ship about the stuff in the wormhole, the Bajoran stuff? Those strings. Ba, 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 ba.
I did it exactly like you showed me. Should I test it?
Well, let me. You know, us old folks, we like to feel useful.
Old. I feel like I'm the same age as him.
You need an EJ7 interlock to close it.
EJ7?
Yeah, it's okay. I have one here.
Or is it missing?
Maybe you left it in ops.
No, I don't misplace my tools.
Stolen?
A confrontation like this was inevitable.
I suppose.
Sometimes I wonder if we'll ever find the common ground we need to bring Bajor into the Federation.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a pretty fundamental difference.
She has some support to become the next Kai. Probably not enough.
The question is, how much support does she have on this station?
She has mine.
Really?
And maybe we need two schools on the station. One for the Bajoran children and another for the Federation.
Oh, no.
A lot of Bajoran and Federation interests are separate, Commander. I've been telling you that all along.
I know she's hardcore Bajoran, but I'm surprised by that.
But can't it be an addition to what's taught in Mrs. O'Brien's classroom?
But if she's teaching a fundamentally different philosophy...
I'm not.
That's what I said. It's fundamentally different.
That there is room for all philosophies on this station. Now, how do you
Taught in
suggest
one
that we
classroom,
deal
though?
with this?
This is tricky. But what does Kira herself believe? She really believes that the prophets and all that stuff?
I did not wish to bother you with my insignificant visit.
I'd hardly call it insignificant.
Well, she is making a lot of trouble.
I wish you wouldn't call me that. I'm Commander Cisco, or Benjamin if you like.
But you are the emissary.
She doesn't want to be.
The cherished place you have earned in the Bajoran spiritual life
I'm not sure I'm comfortable in that role.
But he can be the bridge between the two.
may not always be comfortable, but we must follow it. May I?
Is that why they wear the earrings? Something to do with the ears?
Why a disbeliever was destined to seek the prophets. And she told me that one must never look into the eyes of one's own gods.
Only someone else can? I mean, she has a right to her faith, but
I cannot be responsible for the consequences.
I don't like this, though. Consequences? What are you talking about? Commercial break. You can't go into a different school and impose your beliefs. Although there's Bajoran kids there. I don't know.
Chief, have you seen Ensign Aquino recently? He didn't report for duty this morning. The computer says he's not on the station.
Maybe he stole the thing.
Over here, Chief.
What is that? Well, we're in the vent cell.
Titanium composite, all right. Looks like our missing interlock.
That's the tool he's missing?
Under its plasma flow.
That still doesn't explain how it got here in the first place.
Right. Well, someone must have put it there.
Whatever it was, it's been pretty well cooked. Let's take a sample to Dr. Bashir, see what he can make of it.
Figure out who was holding it, organic material?
I'm sure the DNA trace will confirm that it was Aquino. I'll have one, please.
Back for more popsicles.
What are all these? These aren't for sale. Not for sale, huh?
Because of the school thing?
Damn right there is.
I don't have to sell anything to them if I don't want to. Why wouldn't you want to sell?
Are we about to see a fracturing here of the society on board DS9? I mean, the kids aren't required to go there, right? The Bajoran parents are sending them there. They're allowed to have their own school, though, I guess.
Here's Mrs. O'Brien now.
Good morning.
Are you Mr. O'Brien?
That's right.
The one and only.
Your wife, from the parents of these children. She apparently is an excellent teacher.
Yes, she is.
Yes, I do believe she is.
Is there a place in your school for the prophets?
No.
I admire you for standing by your convictions.
I admire her too.
I'm sure the children and their parents are happy to hear you say that.
Let me be the one to make the first concession.
Okay, let's hear it.
Request that you teach anything about the Celestial Temple. Just don't teach anything about the wormhole at all.
No,
Other ways, other things to teach the children.
And when we get to theories of evolution or creation of the...
yeah, it's gonna come up.
My responsibility is to expose my students to knowledge, not hide it from them. The answer is no.
Gotta admire it. I mean, I admire this lady sticking to her beliefs as well, but you can't go into a secular school and demand that they teach your religion. You just can't. Or that they skip everything that might involve it. You could start your own school. That's fair, I guess. But it sucks for the kids to be split up from everyone else. And I say this as a kid who went to Catholic and public school, so I'm thinking about it.
He borrowed one of my tools without asking.
It was 4 a.m. Maybe he didn't want to disturb you.
The repairs could have waited.
That specific tool was a security thing.
I only know what I know. He should have asked.
Constable, maybe you ought to take a closer look into this.
Yeah, get on it, Odo.
I heard about what happened at school. Did Mrs. O'Brien call classes off?
No, there was only me and 4 of the kids left.
It's easy to look back 7 centuries and judge what was right and wrong.
But the
Yeah,
same thing's happening now.
I mean, to be fair, I don't know what really is the deal with the wormhole.
For over 50 years, the one thing that allowed the Bajorans to survive the Cardassian occupation was their faith.
Yeah, that's true.
It may not be what you believe, but that doesn't make it wrong. If you start to think that way, you'll be acting just like Vedic Wynn.
He's very good.
We can't afford to think that way, Jake. We'd lose
Diplomatic.
everything we've worked for here.
You're worried, aren't you?
Yeah, this seems like a fracturing to me.
What are you gonna do?
I'm not sure, but I think I've got to find some help.
I wonder if we're gonna end on a cliffhanger. This is the season finale.
Vedic Barai.
No need to pay tribute to me.
I thought he was smelling that flower.
Usually when I meet one of Bajor's spiritual leaders, the first thing they do is grab my ear.
My life's goals would be to do away with that archaic ritual.
You can count on the Federation's support.
No ear grabbing.
I had no other ambition but to grow the most lovely Faloran bromeliads on the planet.
This is very lovely.
I understand my friend Vedic Wynn has brought her blessings to your station.
That's one way to put it.
You are the leading candidate to become the next Kai. Your ideology is quite different than Vedic Wynn's.
You have been correctly informed.
What does he believe?
In other words, being my friend now might hurt your chances.
Right.
The prophets teach us patience.
It's not good politically.
Please, stay and enjoy the gardens as long as you like.
I would. So this guy won't help him. I'm worried we're gonna see, like, a big split here between Bajorans and the Federation.
3 Bajoran crewmen didn't report for duty. They said they weren't feeling well.
You think it's contagious, Major?
Is he asking if she's gonna do the same?
Everyone knows if the Federation leaves, the Cardassians will be back.
With all due respect, Major, protecting your...
Do they?
Somebody on your side is giving something back to that effort.
I think I've given you all the support I can.
It's not enough.
Wow.
I thought there was room for all philosophies on this station.
You tell our sick Bajoran
There is, but
crewmen
she's the number
they better
one.
get well immediately.
He's putting his foot down. Well, you can't be insubordinate.
Sir, I finally managed to reconstruct the victim's DNA. It's definitely Aquino, but the power flow in the conduit didn't kill him.
Then what did?
He's exposed to a directed energy discharge before he was placed in the conduit.
Someone shot him?
Directed energy discharge?
Yeah. Someone killed him. Someone shot him. Or so it would appear.
One moment, Commander. I'm not convinced of that.
But the log...
It could have been altered by our killer to cover his tracks.
Yeah.
Kino did take a turbo lift to level 3, but not to the power conduit where he was found.
Someone moved his body?
A runabout? What was he doing at a runabout at 4 a.m?
Is he taken off?
Apparently, he was getting murdered.
Apparently. This is mysterious.
Doesn't look like the airlock systems have been tampered with.
Let's run a level 1 diagnostic
trust
on the
this
runabout's
girl?
computer interface, then we'll call it a day.
I already have.
It's the first time I've seen her. I don't know if I could trust her.
If something happened around here, it's been pretty well covered up.
Unless...
I guess we just keep to ourselves.
Well, you're not like that with me.
Well, you're not like the others.
Does she like him? I've said it before. He's very personable.
Look,
Everyone likes him.
I'll close up here. Why don't you take off?
She likes him. She better not make a move. He is married. Maybe I'm reading that wrong, but I think he got a little... Yeah, she likes
On your
you.
toes, O'Brien.
Uh-huh, I think so. I think there's something there.
You were looking for me? Don't tell me.
Haven't even seen him yet.
They're from an orthodox spiritual order coming to support Vedek Win's efforts to keep the Bajoran children out of school.
Yeah, it's like a protest.
In that case, I'll need twice as many Dabo girls. The spiritual types.
Quark knows what's up.
Keep your ears open.
Are you kidding? That's the 7th rule of acquisition.
Do we know all the rules for the Ferengi? I don't think I could list them. Do we ever just hear a list? Have I heard it already?
The killer puts the body in the conduit, and instead of going back to Pad C, which might be traced with Aquino's turbolift,
Goes to Pad A.
he goes to a lot of trouble to defeat the security net, and then doesn't go through with his plan.
Yeah, whoa!
School!
What the frig? Oh, no, were there kids in there? Is Keiko, are the kids in there? Oh, frig. What about all the kids? What happened? What the frig? It blew up.
Was anyone hurt?
No,
No kids.
The prophets have been kind today.
the prophets had nothing to do with what happened here today. This was the work of a disturbed and violent mind.
Yes, a real person.
Is the emissary holding me responsible for this act of terrorism?
The commander of this station is.
Wow.
You are not simply misguided as I once thought. Now I see you want nothing less than to destroy us.
That's not what he wants.
You and your Federation exist in a universe of darkness, and you would drag us in there.
Oh, crap.
But we will not go.
You have just made your first mistake, Vedek.
He's taking a hard line here with her.
We are neither the enemy nor the devil. We don't always agree. We have some damn good fights, in fact.
But there's respect there. I mean, the school got bombed. This is getting bad. Are they working together? Are they working together? What the frig? Is it her? Is she the murderer? Did she bomb? Oh god. I keep looking at how much longer we have left. I think we're gonna end on a cliffhanger here.
I found a security bypass module at runabout Pad A.
She's
It looks
listening.
like somebody might have wanted to steal a runabout.
It's that girl.
Unfortunately, we have some damage on our promenade. We won't have time to clean up before you arrive.
Yes, I heard about it.
The school was bombed.
That would be very much appreciated.
It's the least a friend could do. I look forward to seeing you again.
Why does he want to come all of a sudden? Must be good for his politics.
Vedek, they found out about the runabout. But if I go through with this now,
Go through with what?
I will be caught and executed.
And she's gonna say that's fine. It's what's meant to be.
But the rewards they give will last through eternity.
That's easy for you to say when you're not the one that's gonna get executed. What does she have to do? Oh god. I would love to see the Enterprise pull up. Alright, what are you up to?
Right to the promenade.
Computer, run a level 3 sensor sweep of the promenade.
Is there gonna be another bomb?
An escape route.
Escape from what?
You got me.
She's gonna bomb that guy.
And I'll call you as soon as I have anything.
Promenade.
Be careful there. Look at her. Does she have a bomb with her? Come on, O'Brien, crack it. Figure it out.
Didn't you just repair that unit 2 days ago?
Yeah, wait, what's her face?
Yes, I did. With Neela.
He's figuring it out. He doesn't want to believe it. He likes her. Not like.
Go ahead, Chief.
I'm not entirely sure, but I think the weapon detectors in the promenade may have been disabled.
Yep. Cisco. Does he have a weapon? Oh, tackled her.
Spoke.
Is she gonna rat on the lady though?
I answered their call.
She knows. Kira knows.
The school, the protests, the bombing. You knew that would get him out of the monastery. You did it all to kill him.
Yeah, she did. Kira knew it. Well, she can't just walk away. I mean, there's no proof, but yeah, that's it. Oof. That little variation on the theme there.
Last year at this time, I was fighting the Cardassians in some nameless swamp.
This has only been a year in the show?
I'd be wearing this uniform, up here in charge of protecting some wormhole.
Protecting your celestial temple.
That is a lot of change.
You were right, what you said about the Bajorans. At least about me. I don't think that you're the devil.
Sweet. They do have so many differences between them, but I think they are good. I think they will become great friends. End of season 1. Okay, that was season 1, episode 20, the season finale of DS9 season 1, and I'm really happy that we made it to the end of this season, and I really think it finished on a strong note. The last 2 episodes were really strong, actually, and I wonder if it kind of points to where we're going in the future seasons. A lot to do with the Bajorans, and that seems like where maybe this show is heading, and I'm happy about that. Not only the Bajorans, but you know, there's some big ideas there. Philosophy and religion versus science and other opposing philosophies, and I feel like the whole theme on this show is there are so many different species and beliefs on DS9, and they have to kind of coexist, and what does that look like? And I think that's kind of the point of this so far, anyways, for me. But this was a good episode. I liked it a lot. I felt like maybe in the beginning I was judging the Bajoran lady Wynn quite harshly, but she did just come on board, walk right into the school and be like, you need to change everything you're doing and teach what we believe instead. And I just didn't really like that approach at all. Not to say that, like, I think people should be free to believe whatever they want. It's just that when you start imposing it on others, that's where I start to feel uneasy about it. And that's what she did. She just walked in and said, no, I don't like what you're teaching. You're going to teach what I want you to teach instead. You know, without even a conversation, actually. So that's where, like, she sort of started off, you know, butting heads immediately in the school. But, you know, that's not to say that the religious beliefs of the Bajorans are wrong and the Federation's beliefs about the wormhole in particular are right. You know, I don't think there is a right or wrong, and I think it was really important to show that scene between Sisko and his son, and it really made me love Sisko all the more, because he just said it's a matter of perspective. It's the same thing, but it's, you know, depends on which side you're on and what you believe, what you choose to believe, and they're both fine. You know, you can see the same thing many different ways, and neither are more valid than the other, and I just thought that was a really cool scene to show. But yeah, I mean, things got pretty extreme. The school was bombed. I mean, you know, assassination attempts, and it turns out it was all sort of for politics, actually, which makes it all the more real, because I do think that these kind of things are used in ways politically, even like now in our world. So yeah, that was kind of an interesting parallel to see. But yeah, it got really extreme, and it just makes me wonder how extreme things are going to get in the future. No spoilers, do not spoil. I'm very excited to see more on the show. But yeah, I really thought season 1 ended strong. I know many people have told me they don't like season 1, they always skip it, or they only watch like 2 or 3 episodes. I enjoyed season 1, and it's the same as when I watched TNG. I mean, maybe it ends up not being strong in the beginning and it grows stronger over time, but I do think you get a foundation of the characters, you get some important story tidbits in there, and skipping it all really would change, I think, in the end, how I feel about the show. So I'm really glad that we watched all of season 1. We're gonna watch every episode. We're watching in air date order with TNG. I'm loving the ride so far. Really looking forward to season 2 of DS9. Next week, it is gonna be 2 episodes of TNG, and then the week after that, we're gonna go back to TNG and DS9, 1 and 1. We did recently watch 2 DS9 episodes, no TNG, so now we're kind of evening it out. It's just the way it falls in air date order. I'm just watching the air date order. You can see the link below of the order that I'm following. It only happens one more time. Other than that, it's gonna be 1 and 1 every week, which I'm really enjoying. But yeah, season 1 was great. I enjoyed it a lot. Let me know what you guys think overall season 1, where you rank the episodes, what you thought of the season finale. No cliffhanger really, but I feel like the ideas in it left it on sort of a cliffhanger, so I'm happy with that. Happy with season 1 as a whole. Very excited to see what happens in season 2. We will start that very soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I had a great time. I hope you had a great time too, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.